there are 9 chapters. There are 9 chapters in mathematics too. Out of the 9 chapters, one chapter SSC has decided not to test in the board exam, which is the last chapter, chapter number 9. Anyway, it is chapter number 9, so we will study that chapter at the end. We will study that at the end. And if I understand the news correctly, then in the CET, the common entrance test for the college, another chapter which will not be tested is construction, geometrical construction. And the reason it will not be tested is it is not that easy to test construction when the test is online. Okay? So effectively, I believe we need to be very, very thorough with 7 chapters to say to anyone that yes, we have completed grade 10, but we will complete all the 9 chapters. We have already studied 2 chapters. First one, similar triangles, similarity, and the second one, Pythagoras theorem. Because we have studied the 2 chapters which are about triangles and especially about right angle triangles, we will complete the triangles thing by studying trigonometry. We are skipping many chapters, doesn't matter. We will be able to understand trigonometry if we study it immediately after Pythagoras theorem. That is the reason. Okay. And this is a chapter, this is a topic that we started studying last year itself. There was a very, very short chapter called trigonometry last year also. What we will do now is what we do always when we start a new chapter. We will do a quick revision of what we should have studied, what we have studied last year, and then we will also see what we are going to study in this chapter. So we will do a revision, we will do some practice, and then we will look at what is there in the chapter this year. These are the 3 things that we will do. You do need your textbooks, you do need your notebooks, and to study this chapter properly, you will need your textbooks from last year also. Trigonometry. Are we ready? Can I get 15 thumbs up? Okay, only got 9. Let us start, and let us start with the revision. Now, who remembers what type of triangle we will be studying about in the chapter of trigonometry? If you know the answer, type it in the chat. If you want to speak, raise your hand. Khadija, Prachi, correct answers. Anushka, correct answer. Anyone else? When we study trigonometry, we don't look at all types of triangles. We only look at one type of triangle. Akhilesh, Rajesh, correct. Karthik, correct. Right? So the triangle that we'll be focusing on, the triangle that we will be using, the only type of triangle that we will use in this chapter is the right angle triangle. Right angle triangle. Very good. And this is the triangle that we studied in the last chapter, which was Pythagoras theorem. Hypotenuse square equals to side 1 square plus side 2 square. This right angle triangle, in short, is also called as a right triangle. I don't like to use this word right triangle because when I say right triangle, it looks to me that there is some wrong triangle also. That is not the case. Okay? So it is a right angle triangle. The full name is right angle triangle. Now, what is a right angle triangle, or what is a right triangle? If you know the answer, type it in the chat. If you want to tell, with your hand. What is a right angle triangle? So Chand is saying 90-degree angle triangle. Akhilesh Rajesh are saying measures of right angle triangle is 90 degrees. No, not very correct answers. Prachi is saying the biggest angle in this type of triangle is 90 degree and it obeys the Pythagoras theorem. Ankit is saying 90 degree. Right? We are talking about a triangle here. We are not talking about any angle. So Prachi, your answer is correct. A right angle triangle is a triangle in which one angle is of the measure 90 degrees. One angle is of the measure 90 degrees. What is the other name of 90-degree angle? What is the other name of 90-degree angle? Still waiting? What is the other name of a 90-degree angle? So Akhilesh and Rajesh are saying 90-degree angle is called a complementary. No, complementary is an adjective. I am looking for a noun. Prachi is saying perpendicular. Prachi, perpendicular is also an adjective. I am looking for a noun. Anyone else? If you know, type. If you want to speak, raise your hand. Even if it is Rahul and Ankit, you can raise your hand. Ankit is saying supplementary angle. No, absolutely wrong. An angle of measure 90 degrees is called a right angle. And when there is such an angle in a triangle, it is called a right angle triangle or a right triangle. So how does this right angle triangle look? How may it look? It will look like this. If I draw it on the screen for you. So this is a right angle because this is 90-degree. If you put the protractor and measure, you will find that the measure of the angle is 90-degree. So when we form a triangle with one angle as 90-degree, this becomes a right angle triangle. We can name it A, B, C. And in the chapter for Pythagoras theorem and similar triangles, we have seen, we say that let the side opposite to angle B be length small b. Let the side opposite to angle A be of the length small a. And let the side opposite to angle C be of the length C. This is what we have already studied, and this we will continue. These are the conventions that we will continue in trigonometry also. Ankit Gupta, supplementary angles are two angles. When two angles add to 180 degree, they are called supplementary angles. Akhilesh and Rajesh, when the sum of measures of two angles is 90 degree, then the angles are called complementary angles. Prachi, when one line is the angle between two lines is 90 degree, then the two lines are said to be perpendicular to each other. But when the measure of the angle is 90 degree, the common name for that kind of angle is right angle. Acute angle is an angle which is of measure less than 90 degree. Obtuse angle is an angle with measure more than 90 degree. Quick confirmations before we can proceed. So what next? What else do we need to know? What variables do we use for measures of angle? Now I'm asking something which is related to maths 1. Remember, variables and constants. We use x, y, z, a, b, c. But do we use the same type of variables to refer to measures of the angles, or do we use something else? What do you remember? If you know, you can type. If you know you want to speak, raise your hand. Prachi has given an answer. Prachi, is there anything else? Okay. As x is the first variable that comes to our mind when we are studying maths 1, theta is the first name of the angle or variable for the measure of the angle that should come to our mind when we are studying geometry. Theta. Angles, the measure of the angles, are usually not referred to by x, y, and z. They are referred to by Greek alphabets, alpha, beta, theta. Most commonly, theta. So if we have any triangle, once again, suppose this triangle is A, B, C, and we don't know what the measure of angle B is, but we want to use a variable for that measure of angle B, then we can say it is theta. Please see how I am writing theta. Again, when you see it in the print, it will be like this. But when we are writing, we can write it with one stroke, like this, theta. Alpha, beta, gamma, all these names are used. We will never use alpha, beta, theta, gamma for vertices. Vertices will always be named by capital letters, capital alphabets. Capital A, capital B, capital C. The lengths of the sides will always be represented by small alphabets. Angles will always be represented by Greek alphabets. Please confirm if we have understood and we are ready to move ahead. If you have understood that we are going to study about right angle triangle, right angle is a 90-degree angle. We have already studied about Pythagoras theorem. So what is this trigonometry? The videos that I sent you yesterday, the pronunciation there is a little wrong. It says trigonometry. No, that's wrong. It's trigonometry. It's not trigno. There is a O after G. So the British pronunciation is trigonometry. Remind me, what are the trigonometric functions that we have already studied last year? Very quickly, Prachi has shared with me on the chat. Who else can remember? Type. We have studied 3 trigonometric functions. So Karthik has given me the short forms, Prachi has given me the full forms, Khadija has given me the use of the functions, okay? Chanda has given me the short forms. Yes, the 3 functions are sine, S-I-N-E. Full name is S-I-N-E. Short name is S-I-N. We can write it as S-I-N, but whenever we say, we will always say sine. We will not say sin. Sin in English becomes something wrong. So it is sine. Second one that we have studied last year is cosine. C-O-S-I-N-E. And the short form is cos. C-O-S. Third one is tangent. And the short form is T-A-N, tan. T-A-N, tan. Sine, cos, tan. Shubham, you raised your hand. Do you have a question?
By mistake, raised my hand.
No problem, Shubham. So sine, cosine, tangent, short forms, sine, cos, tan. What is a sine function? How do we define sine? If you want to type, type. If you want to speak, raise your hand. We will not be able to study this year if you don't know what we studied last year. Okay, Khadija is saying sine theta equals to adjacent side by hypotenuse. Okay, Khadija is saying that. I don't know whether Khadija is right or wrong. Chanda is also saying adjacent side by hypotenuse. Anushka is saying something different. Aarti is saying something different. Aarti and Anushka are saying, no, it is not adjacent side by hypotenuse. It is opposite side by hypotenuse. Who is right? Who is wrong? Sine theta. If we are talking about a right angle triangle in which one of the other angles is theta, sine theta is defined as opposite side by hypotenuse. So those who said opposite side by hypotenuse, that is correct. What do we mean by this? So if we have a right angle triangle, A, B, C, where angle B is 90 degrees, we will be using trigonometry only in the right angle triangle. So one of the other angles is theta. So suppose angle C is equal to theta, then sine theta equals to opposite side. Now the opposite side is AB, side opposite to the angle, divided by the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is this. Hypotenuse is always opposite to the 90-degree angle, right angle. So this will be AC, AB by AC. This is the meaning of sine theta. So sine theta is just another name for this fraction. Sine theta is just another name for this fraction. Now, if we say that the length of BC is A, if the length of AB is C, and the length of AC is B, tell me what can I write? Sine theta equals to opposite side by hypotenuse equals to AB by AC will be equal to what? If the lengths of the sides are as shown in the diagram, what will it be? Very good. Correct answers in the chat. AB, length of AB is C and length of AC is B. So this is another way of writing the same thing. So sine is a function. It is just another name for a fraction. The fraction is, or the ratio is, ratio of opposite side and the hypotenuse. So either we name the sides, these are names, or we use the lengths. It's the same thing. AB is the name of the side AB. It also represents the length of the side AB. Beauty of geometry. Is it okay? Can we move? I hope you will be able to quickly answer for cosine and tangent. Now that all of us have seen what sine theta means. Thank you, Prachi. Correct answers in the chat. So the second trigonometric function that we studied last year was cosine. Yes, keep sharing in the chat. What does cosine mean? Cosine cos theta would mean adjacent side by hypotenuse. So if we draw it once again, A, B, C, angle B is 90 degree, angle C is theta, then cos theta, adjacent side, adjacent means sata hua. So theta ka adjacent side is this BC by hypotenuse. AC. And if the lengths of the sides are A, B, and C, then BC by AC will become BC is small a and AC is the same small b. This is cos theta, cosine theta. Any questions? Or can we move to the next one? We can move. Very good. Smart students. The third function, the third trigonometric function that we studied last year is called the tangent. And in short, we call it tan. Waiting for your answers in the chat. Yes, very good. Correct answers. So here tan theta is opposite side by the adjacent side. Opposite side by adjacent side. Now, once again, if you draw this, A, B, C is the triangle. Angle B is of 90 degrees. That is the right angle. Let us say that angle C equals to theta. Then opposite side is AB. Adjacent side is BC. Now, if the lengths are A, B, and C, then AB is C, BC is A. This is tan theta. These are the three trigonometric functions that we studied last year. Any doubt? Raise your hand if you have any doubt. Rahul, Ankit, anyone? Can we move ahead? So in addition to some trigonometric functions, we studied other things also in the small chapter for trigonometry that we had last year. If you remember, we also studied something where we combined sine, cos, tan into one. So after we understood that sine theta is opposite side by hypotenuse, cos theta is adjacent side by hypotenuse, and tan theta is opposite side by adjacent side, we combined sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta. What did we study? How else can we write tan theta? Can we write tan theta using sine and cos? Let's see if you remember. Anushka is saying yes. Then please tell me, how can we write tan theta using sine and cos? Come on, remember. You have the textbooks with you. Anushka is saying we will multiply sine and cosine. No, beta. Khadija is saying tan theta equals to cot 90 minus theta. We are not going there, Khadija. How can we write tan theta in terms of sine and cos? Okay. Remember, this is what we studied. Tan theta equals to sine theta by cos theta. Anushka, we will not multiply, we will divide. We will divide. Small mistake, but completely wrong answer. Now, what we studied last year, and we will not have the time to study this again this year, we studied that if we have a right angle triangle A, B, C, where angle B is of 90 degree, angle C is of theta, the measure of angle C is theta. We will not say theta degrees, it is of measure theta. Then we know that sine theta equals to AB by AC. We also know that cos theta equals to adjacent side by opposite hypotenuse, so BC by AC. Now there is a why they are same. Just divide and see what happens. Now, if we know our fraction division, we know that to divide the fraction, we will multiply the reciprocal of the fraction. So this becomes AB by AC multiplied by reciprocal. So AC by BC. Now AC divided by AC is 1. Now this is AB by BC. What is AB? AB is the opposite side. What is BC? It is the adjacent side. So what is this? This is tan theta. Now these are the things that we studied last year, and it will not be possible for us to study them again. We will not have the time. Tan theta equals to sin theta by cos theta. So in addition to the simple trigonometric functions of sine, cos, tan, and the combination of sine, cos, tan into 1, we also studied something about the trigonometric functions of complementary angles. And I'm happy that some of you have already used these words, right? Complementary and supplementary. So complementary angles are those angles which when added, they add to 90 degrees. Right? So say 30 degrees plus 60 degrees. 90 degrees. So 30-degree angle and 60-degree angle are complementary angles. 20, 70, 10, 80, 45, 45, 25, 65. These are complementary angles. Now we have a special case. We have a special case of complementary angles whenever we have a right angle triangle. See how we are getting complementary angles. A, B, C. Angle B is the right angle, measure of 90 degrees. If I ask you, what is the measure, what is the sum of angle A plus angle B plus angle C? What will be your answer? How much is that? How much is this? Angle A plus angle B plus angle C. Very good, 180 degree. Correct. Now, out of this 180 degree, angle B is already 90 degree. So if I now ask you, how much is the sum of angle A and angle C? What will be your answer? No, very easy. It's 90 degree. Why did it happen? Because 180 minus 90 equals to 90 degrees. So what we are observing here is, in every right angle triangle, the angles that are other than the right angle, they are complementary. So angle C and angle A are complementary angles in this triangle. Is it clear or not clear? If we take any right angle triangle, the angles other than the right angle, they are complementary. When we add them, the sum will be 90 degree. However big or however small the triangle may be. If it is not clear, raise your hand and ask. It is clear. Good. Now, if we say that angle C, the measure of angle C is theta, and we know that angle A plus C is 90 degree, of course, angle A will now become 90 minus theta. तभी तो theta plus 90 minus theta माने ये हुआ एंगल A, ये हुआ एंगल C. जब हम इसको ऐड करेंगे, it comes to 90 degrees. Is it clear or not clear? Right? Very, very, very simple. अगर हमने एंगल A को थीटा लिया होता, then angle C would have become 90 minus theta. हमने एंगल C को थीटा लिया, तो एंगल A become 90 minus theta. Complementary angles. Now we also studied trigonometric function with respect to the complementary angles. What did we study? We studied sine theta equals to something of 90 minus theta. Tell me if you remember in the chat. If you want to speak, raise your hand. How do we link the complementary angles using sine? Sine theta equals to cos 90 minus theta. Correct. Sine theta equals to cos 90 minus theta. We also studied something else. We studied cos theta equals to something else. What is cos theta? Cos theta equals to sin 90 minus theta. Yes. Now इसमें कुछ घबराने की बात ही नहीं है, ये हमने लास्ट ईयर पढ़ा. And I'm telling you once again, there is no time for us to study this again. ये आपको बहुत जल्दी से पढ़ना पड़ेगा पुराने बुक से. क्या हुआ यहाँ पे? साइन थीटा क्या है? थीटा यहाँ पर है. साइन थीटा मतलब AB by AC, opposite side by hypotenuse. cos थीटा क्या हुआ? cos 90 minus theta मतलब cos इसका. cos is adjacent side, that is AB by hypotenuse AC. दोनों है हुआ ना सेम. That is why sin theta equals to cos 90 minus theta. Similarly, cos theta equals to sin 90 minus theta. Check कर लो. Cos theta is BC by AC. Sin 90 minus theta is again BC by AC. That is why they are same. There is nothing else. One thing is missing still. We have looked at sin cos, cos sin. There is one more relationship with respect to tan. And the tan relationship is a little different. We cannot say that tan theta equals to the sin 90 minus theta or cos 90 minus theta. Tan theta equals to 1 by tan 90 minus theta. Let us once again understand. ये कैसे हुआ? What is tan theta in this diagram? Opposite side is AB. Adjacent side is BC. Now अगर हम 90 minus theta का tan लेंगे, it will be BC by AB. Now 1 by मतलब 1 divided by, उसका मतलब है 1 into AB by BC, which is equal to AB by BC. That is why we say tan theta equals to 1 by tan 90 minus theta. Now every single student who does not understand 2 by 3 divided by 4 by 5, ये हम कैसे करेंगे? अगर ये नहीं मालूम तो हमको ये भी नहीं समझ में आएगा. Remember हमने पढ़ा 2 by 3 divided by 4 by 5 can be calculated as 2 by 3 multiplied by 5 by 4. This is how fraction arithmetic that you studied in class 4, that you should have studied in class 4, is used in geometry also. So if you don't know this, if we don't know class 4, if we don't study class 4, we will not be able to do class 10. The same thing can be written in another way. We can also say tan theta into tan 90 minus theta equals to 1. बस यही है, हमने इसको इधर से उधर ले गए. So division becomes multiplication. 1 का 1 रह गया यहाँ पे. So we did not, last year we did not stop at just the trigonometric functions. We also studied a trigonometric identity. This identity is a formula. It's a relationship. It's an equation. It goes like this. Sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to something. What is that something? Correct, Khadija? Sin square theta plus cos square theta. Correct, Karthik? Wrong, Aman. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is not tan square theta. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Is equal to 1. Sin square theta का मतलब क्या है? इसका मतलब है sin theta का स्क्वायर. Cos square theta का मतलब क्या है? Cos theta का स्क्वायर. अगर हमने ये ट्रायंगल बनाया है, राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल, so our sin theta is AB by AC, उसका स्क्वायर. Cos theta, where theta is angle C, and cos theta is BC by AC square. So this becomes AB square by AC square plus BC square by AC square. Now they are like fractions, so we take the denominator as common. We have AB square plus BC square. Now by Pythagoras theorem, we know AB square plus BC square equals to AC square. AC square by AC square is 1. That is why it is 1. This is the identity that we have studied. Last year मैंने आपको बोला कि आपको समझना चाहिए ये ऐसे इसलिए 1 हुआ, और इसीलिए हम अभी पाइथागोरस थ्योरम पढ़ने के बाद हम ट्रिगोनोमेट्री पढ़ रहे हैं, बिकॉज दे आर टाइटली कनेक्टेड, पाइथागोरस थ्योरम एंड ट्रिगोनोमेट्री. दिस ईयर आई विल नॉट बी एबल टू इवन टेल यू कि बेटा ऐसे करो. इस बार मुझे बोलना पड़ेगा आपको कि आपको अब याद रखना पड़ेगा sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. In trigonometry last year, in addition to this identity, we also studied about the values of some standard angles, values of the trigonometric functions of some standard angles. 0-degree angle, 30-degree angle, 45-degree angle, 60-degree angle, 90-degree angle. And not just this, we calculated how, why sin 30 is 1 by 2, sin 45 degrees 1 by root 2. We calculated these things. You will need all this year also. This table I have picked up from your last year's textbook. This is not where we stopped. We studied some more. We understood what do we do with trigonometry. What do we do? Now look at the pictures. These pictures are from last year's textbooks, and tell me, what do we do with trigonometry? And this was the question yesterday, your pre-work question. What is the use of trigonometry in real life? Look at the picture and try guess. If you want to speak, raise your hand. If you want to type, type it. Waiting. Two main applications, only two. Yes, first one is we calculate the height. So if you look at the first diagram, first picture, it is a tree. So from that we can guess that perhaps we will calculate height of the tree, height of the object. Yes, that is one. What's the second thing? Second thing is distance. So if you look at the second picture, so you see a lighthouse on the beach and there is a ship in the sea, far, far, far away. How far is the ship from the beach? That is the distance, right? So these are the two things we calculate using trigonometry, height and distance, nothing else. We will do nothing else. The good thing is, or the beautiful thing is, not just the height of the tree and the distance of the ship, we can even calculate the distance of moon from earth, the distance of sun from earth. Astronomical distances we can calculate using trigonometry without using a measuring tape. We don't need to climb the Mount Everest to find the height of Mount Everest. This is the beauty of this topic, trigonometry. Try answer these questions in your notebook. You have just 1 minute. Show me a thumbs up when you are ready with your answers. You are not typing the answer. You are writing the answer on your note, in your note. A triangle ABC is given. It is a right angle triangle. Angle B is a right angle. Angle C, the measure of angle C is theta. If that is the case, how much is sine theta? How much is cos theta? How much is tan theta? Simple, simple, simple. We already did this in the class. Now, tell me when you have written the answer, then I will write it on the board and you can check if you have written it right or wrong. Okay, thank you for the confirmation. So when we say sine theta is opposite side by hypotenuse. The angle is theta, so the opposite side is AB and the hypotenuse is AC. AB by AC. Cos theta is adjacent side by hypotenuse. The adjacent side is BC and the hypotenuse is AC. Tan theta is opposite side by adjacent side. So opposite side is AB and the adjacent side is BC, right? So this is the opposite side, opposite to the angle. This is the adjacent side. This is adjacent to the angle. Which angle? The theta angle. And the longest side, which is opposite to the 90-degree angle, is the hypotenuse. No? So we need to know which is the opposite side, which is the adjacent side, which is the hypotenuse, and we can find out. Check your answer, confirm if we can move to the next question. Moving to the next question. Once again, you will answer it in your notebook. Answer these questions in your notebook. Check your answers and confirm. Sin theta by cos theta is tan theta. Sin theta equals to cos 90 minus theta. Cos theta equals to sin 90 minus theta. And tan theta multiplied by tan 90 minus theta equals to 1. Good. Thank you for the confirmation. I'm happy that you got your answers right. Another question. 5 seconds. The only identity, the only trigonometric identity that we studied last year, sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. We revised it now this morning in this class. Next question coming to your screen. Write it in the notebook. देखते हैं कितना याद है आपको. You have 1 minute. So we have studied that sin 30 is 1 by 2, cos 30 is root 3 by 2, tan 30 is 1 by root 3, sin 30 is root 3 by 2. We have studied that cos 45 is 1 by root 2. We have also studied that tan 45 is 1. If we are clear about what we need to know to study this year, the chapter of trigonometry, let us see what we are going to study in this chapter this year. In the textbook now, we will study more trigonometric functions. Some of you already know this. So in addition to sine, cos and tan, we will study about cosec, sec and cot. ये क्या? सर लिखे कुछ हैं और बोल कुछ रहे हैं. So cosecant, short form is cosec. Secant, short form is sec. Cotangent, short form is cot. So because we will study more trigonometric functions, we will study more interrelationships between the functions. How cosecant, secant and cotangent are related to each other. How cosec, sec, cot are related to sine, cos, tan, all these things. जैसे कि हमने लास्ट ईयर पढ़ा sin थीटा इक्वल्स टू cos 90 माइनस थीटा, है ना, trigonometric functions for complementary angles. So with respect to these trigonometric functions, cosec, sec and cot, we will understand how they are related to each other with respect to complementary angles. We will look at more values of the trigonometric functions for the same standard angles. The angles will be same: 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. हम इतना ही पढ़ेंगे. So last year we looked at sine, cos, tan values of 0, 30, 45, 60, 90 degree angles. This year we will also study the cosec, sec and cot values of 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90 degrees angles. There will be more identities. There will be two more identities, only two more. So in addition to sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1, we will study two more identities. इतना सब तो ये तो सारे theory है, इसको पढ़ के करेंगे क्या? We will understand what the applications are, and there is no new application. We will use trigonometry to find different distances. We will use trigonometry to find different heights. That's it. Nothing new in applications. Absolutely nothing. So if you have actually studied last year's trigonometry, you should be able to answer the questions which are there in the second practice set. Yes, you can. The word problems, you can answer. If we know these new things, then it will be a little easier. But what we have studied last year, they are enough to answer all the word problems this year. Guaranteed. Okay. So keep this in mind. Let us now see how our textbook looks like. So let us recall is what we did now. We revised what we should have known. See, I told you those things are not given. The questions are directly given. So to answer these questions, we need to know whatever we did today in the class. Then we will study about cosec, sec and cot ratios or functions. How they are related to sine, cos and tan. So last year we studied these three lines. This year, 3 more rows are added. That's it. For the values of specific values of trigonometric functions or specific standard angles. Told you there are two more identities. First identity is sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1, which we studied last year. This year, two new. 1 plus cot square theta equals to cosec square theta and 1 plus tan square theta equals to sec square theta. That's it. Once we have understood, the type of questions are exactly the same as we had last year. There will be 2-3 different ways of solving these questions. Same type of questions, but now the functions are more, the ratios are more. Applications of trigonometry. So again, you see the lighthouse and the ship, the height and the distance, angle of elevation, angle of depression. ये सब मैं पढ़ा चुका हूँ आपको, आप पढ़ चुके हैं, हम सब पढ़ चुके हैं ये सब. And the word problems. Simple. Continues. This is why I said you can already start answering 6.2 if you try with what you know from last year. Very, very short chapter. Very new, very little new information. And there is a problem set with some pure maths question and there are some application based questions. That is it. So if we go back to our class presentation, we just had a quick look at the chapter that is there in the textbook. Based on what we have studied today, now, and based on what we need to know to study the next chapter, this will be your homework. You are going to watch this video and you are going to read these pages from your textbook. You must complete it today, tonight. And you must confirm, you must send me a message that yes, sir, I have completed this. If we are able to do it today, then tomorrow we will be able to start with the new content for this